es como se abrocha, se ajusta y se desabrocha el cinturón de seguridad.
Should the cabin air supply fail,
Hola, ¿cómo está? From Barcelona, Spain. Lo and behold, PortAventura. I'm going to show you how to get a ticket for PortAventura, something like this. Make sure you go to machines that says Rodelie's Renfe and not any other one. So what you do is you come here, you select the language. This one's already selected in English, but if it isn't in English, you select this sign over here. And what you type is Salou PortAventura, or you can just do PortAventura directly. Click for Salou, here you go. You select this one, Salou PortAventura. Type in this one, and you go to validate. After you validate, you know, it depends what you want. One way for us it's going to be a return. You press return, adult return.
Oh, you select the date.
You select the date.
Only select it for today's date, by the way.
Yep.
You cannot book tickets for future dates.
Correct.
Then you select the train.
Select the train.
And then
validate.
You validate.
You make sure everything's correct. Adult return.
Date, and it's train type and the number of tickets.
And this is the amount you pay. Yeah.
Price.
And obviously there's other ways of doing it. We're not going to go to that. Just going to keep it basic. Press validate. And then
insert your card or coins.
you do it contactless. I don't think there's a way of inserting bank card, or maybe there is, I'm not sure.
Coins,
but if you want to insert your euro cash, this is where it goes, and then the ticket will come out. And if it doesn't work for some reason, then you go to this place,
The desk.
which might be even better. Then, oh, this way.
Regional Express, procedent de Barcelona Estació de França. So, after having left our hotel at 10 to 7 this morning, now at 9:40 approximately, we are finally on the train to Salou.
I do not trust the Renfe Spain's train.
They are so delayed, like literally
So delayed.
every single train
Over an hour
at
delay.
these two platforms, 11 and 12, that was supposed to come, was delayed by at least a couple of minutes, if not more than that. Ours was delayed by over an hour. So we didn't know whether it was coming or not coming, whether we should take a different one. But the different one we did want to take was also delayed, so still hasn't arrived.
So the bottom line is, if you do want to go PortAventura, try to stay somewhere in Salou,
Try
close
to stay
it.
somewhere closer to it,
Yes.
yeah, because public transport.
Anyway,
is not
what's the good
reliable.
news? From Salou PortAventura, it's around 10 to 15 minutes walk. It's actually very easy. You would see this massive big coaster, Shambhala, I think. So as you come in, you have a security guard outside who's not doing the bag search. And then usually from the second point is where the security does the bag search. So as you come in, you have a security guard outside who's not doing the bag search. And then usually from the second point is where the security does the bag search. Then after that, in order to get in, everyone has to scan the QR. You scan your QR against the turnstile, and that's how you get in. Here we go, PortAventura. As soon as you come in, it's really impressive with what you can see. Water sprinkle, fountain, and over there they have the PortAventura logo. Let me quickly go on and show you. The biggest theme park in Spain, which has some of the record-breaking roller coasters. This park actually has 3 parks. The first one is the major park, which is PortAventura. Then they have a second park which they opened quite a few years ago, Ferrari Land, which has the Europe's fastest and tallest roller coaster. And finally, they have a water park. So it's a lot of different things to do here, and it's going to be very hard to squeeze everything in one day. Now this is our very first time. Now over the years, this park has gone under very different development. They used to have different names. This used to be once upon a time owned by the famous group called Two Swords, which all owned Alton Towers. You ready to go in? Go. Here we are inside PortAventura after a little bit hassle and bustle with public transport, which took us some time. It was a bit of a mission to get here. We have to use some of the trains were coming really late, and it was very confusing. I don't want to talk about it, but anyway, here we are in the Grand PortAventura. There's a little bit queue there, but I'm hoping it's not going to be anything like during the last few months. Look at those spiders. Now it does remind me a little bit of different theme parks. So we've been a little bit of Blackpool, looking at those. I mean, as soon as when you come there with a car, for example, you should be able to see this huge, grandiose roller coasters. They look terrifying, petrifying, and they sound scary. And this is where we're going, right? What are your impressions? First impressions?
I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of coasters I can see right now. Normally we only get a handful of coasters and that's that job done, but yeah, we'll see.
So that is the Shambhala, guys, B&M coaster.
And it's going over.
It was the tallest coaster in Europe when it first opened.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's one I don't think I want to sit at the front.
That's Dragon Khan. Oh, look at this soaring sound. Proper like dragon. I like how all these rides got a story behind it. Look at this.
Hello and welcome to the queue in Shambhala. We are here in a supposed 40-minute queue. We've been in this queue for 11 minutes, 12 minutes now. So we'll keep you posted on how long it takes. And it is a really, really hot, muggy day, but thankfully no sunshine. So hopefully that will be fine. We are planning to get a fast pass at some point. But because we're doing 2 days in the park, maybe we'll do it on our second day rather than our first day. But there's different fast passes, so you can get a fast pass just for one ride, or you can get a fast pass for 10 attractions. That there are limited restrictions and which attractions those fast passes apply to. But we'll give you more on that later. But yeah, so we're still here in the queue. We're going to see how this goes, see how long it takes.
So a bit about Shambhala. Shambhala is manufactured by B&M. Famous manufacturer, and it was when it first opened, it was Europe's tallest coaster, around 80 miles per hour and 76 meters in height. And if you look at the theming, is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. Let's see what you're wearing. You're wearing the Hayati Channel t-shirt.
I am indeed.
GoPro. And you're the combat trouser. Are you looking forward for your ride? Are you scared? Let me check your heartbeat.
It's on the wrong side. That's not where my heart is.
Oh, wrong side. Where is it?
It's on the other side.
Okay. What are your thoughts just by looking at the off-ride view of the rides?
It looks high, I'm not gonna lie, it looks very, very high. And the first drop is very, very vertical almost.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And what do you think of this massive long queue? Hold on, pause. Okay. And that's where the ride is. Queue still going. Yes, continue. What do you think?
It's long, but when it moves forward quite a bit.
Wow.
Shambhala.
Right, so what did you think of the Shambhala?
It is amazing.
Amazing and a half.
I would 100% recommend it to everybody.
It's very hard to review it on the first time you go, but what could I say? The first drop was absolutely insane.
And the second.
Yeah.
I was screaming so loud on that
It's one of the best coasters I've ever done in my life, would you have to say?
Yeah, 100%.
That has to be my favorite. Ooh, you can see. And also it's got a water splash effect. What did you think of that?
That was really good.
The good thing is they actually film for you. Obviously, the camera's just facing your face. We put it in for you. That has to be 10 out of 10 for me, Shambhala.
That does
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Nothing like that. That is just absolutely mad. Very good. I just love Shambhala's theming. It just feels so magical. Here we go. We're trying Shambhala for the second time. And a half that was. Shambhala, baby, Shambhala. I don't know what to say, it's just so awesome.
It's so good. We sat further at the back this time than last time, I think.
Yeah.
And the rush is extra.
Yeah.
At the back is but so enjoyable.
I'm telling you, that ride is sent from the heaven. As
Yep.
soon as you get on, you're gonna feel nothing but euphoria, nothing but pleasure. Here we go. Nothing but thrill. I don't think I've been to any other ride that can deliver as much fun as Shambhala does. Shambhala for me, number one. Into the loop. That is Dragon Con, everyone. Dragon Con is coming up. Let's see, how long is it? Woo! 30 minutes. Let's go. 30 minutes, and it's running frequently. Look.
So we just came off Dragon Khan. It's a really good ride. I actually thought it was going to be a head basher initially, but it's really not. Very smooth ride experience, really good, and it's very speedy. So it goes up to about 70 miles per hour. So you do feel the rush, but yeah, it's very good. I would give that an 8 out of 10, I think.
Dragon Khan's restraint. What do you think of the chest harness?
Chest harness is very secure actually, and you don't really move about in your seat. I felt safe, I felt secure. It wasn't one of those ones where you move around in your seat.
Some people have said it's a head basher, but personally, we were sitting right at the back.
Yeah, I did not feel a single
It probably
head
depends on
bashing.
where you sit. Yeah, very simple.
For me, it was a very smooth ride. So,
I do
liked it.
personally prefer a lap bar usually. If you want to avoid the head bashing aspect, a lap bar does the job, just like Shambhala did. What did you think of the 8 loops that he had?
It was one loop after another. It was like, wow. Like, I don't think I've been on another coaster with that many loops.
There are in the UK, but yeah, that was a John Wardley classic.
Nothing springs to mind anymore.
So John Wardley, he done many rides for Alton Towers and other places. He designed that ride, manufactured by B&M, and it's one of the top coasters here in
about 70 miles per hour.
And that's the second ride in China. Next ride, El-Diablo. This way. It's a wooden coaster. Here we go. Dragon Khan 30 minutes, Shambhala 40 minutes.
It's 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Woohoo! Let's go, baby. Third ride of the day. El-Diablo, located in Mexico, manufactured by Aerodynamics. What did you think of it?
It's a very nice wooden coaster. It doesn't bash you up too much like some other wooden coasters I've been on before. And it's not very extreme, but
it is a little bit bashy because it's obviously very old. It probably opened up when the park opened in 1995. It is a wooden coaster, which means there are no inversion. In terms of the lap bar, have you noticed how when you enter, when you get off, you have to literally hold it, otherwise it just falls off. I found that kind of annoying. You do take your bags with you. If you're a large person, then you may struggle a little bit. It doesn't go that fast, 37 miles per hour maybe, I'm thinking, but trust me, you're gonna love it. It's perfect for the whole family. What did you think of the theming in general?
Theming is really nice. It's based on a mine, and obviously you can see all the mine work, like the scaffolding and everything to hold it up. So yeah, no, it's
overall
really
maybe I'm gonna give that 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and that also reminds me of Chessington's Scorpion Express train. That was also in Mexico.
Based
in Chessington.
on a mine as well.
Yeah, and this is very similar. I wonder if they have any correlation to each other. So this is El-Diablo, which we have done, and I just realized you can get an awesome off-ride shot. And the train passes through that thing over there. I really love when they do that with the theming. Just waiting for the ride to come. You can see Hurricane Kondo. Wow, look at this ride. It's amazing. This park has given a lot of attention to theming. Obviously we didn't capture on the camera because we're limited on time. The park is usually very busy. We just want to do the ride, so maybe if there's time, or if you come tomorrow, we'll try to capture some of the theming. You wouldn't be able to do this park peacefully within one day, so I would recommend doing more than a day. Usually they offer you to buy the tickets for 2 or 3 days. And did I mention also it has 3 parks. The water park, which is currently closed from September, they close it down, and they have really good rides in the water park. And they have 2 parks. The main park is this, PortAventura, and the second one is going to open at 4:30 p.m. till 8:30 p.m. Ferrari Land, which has the record-breaking.
10:30 p.m.
Sorry, thank you for the correction. 10:30 p.m. Here you go, the drop tower, and I got interrupted. Whoa, that is really fast. So I was saying, Ferrari Land has the Red Force, which is built by Intermin, and it is Europe's fastest coaster, said to be has a whipping speed of 110 miles per hour. Boy oh boy, that is really fast.
It's here.
Tomahawk.
But how do we get in there?
Wow, here you go. Yes, Stampida's on the other side.
That side.
We'll go
Do this one.
Stampida afterwards. Oh my god, look at this. It's crazy. Got a camera. Hold on tight. We've got the very last descent. And hold for a photo. Tomahawk.
A bit jerky.
That bar. Like again, your massive dogs inside too. This is not comfortable. Yeah, hands up. Tomahawk, if I'm pronouncing it right. Tomahawk, manufactured by CCI or GCI, something like that. Great Coasters International. What did you think of it?
It was the little carriage that you've got to sit in is quite tight. So if you are large or even if you are medium, you might struggle to fit in.
Yes.
Because we kind of struggle. You have to take your bags with you. So please make sure you have medium-sized bags that you can stuff in with you.
It is a great family coaster, wooden coaster, classical. Absolutely
it's very jerky.
Loved it. Yeah, around
Very
30 miles
jerky.
per hour. Yeah, it is quite jerky. It's very short as well. One of the shortest ones so far I think I've done.
But it feels faster than 30 miles per hour.
7 out of 10 personally for me.
Yeah, it's amazing. 7 out of 10 definitely.
And it's actually, as you're going through, you can see an off-ride view of Stampida. What is Stampida? This is where we're going right now. One of the best coasters in my opinion in this park. Now if you remember the racing coaster in Blackpool Pleasure Beach in England, it's very similar, except from the outside that looks more impressive.
Is this the entrance? Yeah, it is.
Nice entrance. Oh my god, Stampida. What can we say about Stampida?
Stampida is so fun. Best part though is we were in the red carriage and we won.
Yeah, so it's a racing roller coaster similar to the one that they have in Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And in the entrance you'll see it's color coded. If you want the red car, you go on the left, blue for the blue one. And
which is actually quite nice because you get to choose which one.
And the rest is all fun. The queue wasn't that long. I think this is because obviously you can see 2 trains are constantly running. Duration is not very long. Very, very rough. Magnificent, beautiful wooden coaster designed by, I think, CCI and Latba also. But if you have a big rucksack like me, probably wouldn't fit, so you can also leave it outside. Is it better than Pleasure Beach? I'm not sure. It's kind of different in its own ways. What would you say? I don't have a good recollection.
I would say it's different, like it's similar but different at the same time. I think they're about evenly matched in terms of how good or bad they are, like compared to each other. They're both equally matched.
Beautifully themed, 8 out of 10 for me, or even 9.
I feel like the one in Blackpool Pleasure Beach though has a bit more space within the carriage, so you don't feel as squashed in there. This one is quite snug.
Yeah, and if you're not careful, if you don't hold on tight, you can get bruised.
Yeah, it is a little bit rough, but yeah, I think I might have a bruised side slightly.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So, will the blue train win? Yes or no?
win because we're going to be on it.
I think he's gonna lose. Right on the back road. Well, we got 2 more. Here's our competition, guys. Racing. Woo! Jed, you wanna say something? Oh, we're gonna Here we go. All right, this guy's going this way, and we're going that way.
First time we went on the red carriage and we won. Second time we went on the blue carriage and unfortunately we lost. However, I do believe that it is fixed, and because the ride before us, the red one, the ride after us, the red one, and this time the red one as well, so it's definitely fixed. Anyway, moving on. With this one, we were sat further towards the back, so when you go over the bumps and the things, like it puts a lot of, the lap bars put a lot of pressure on your tummy, and that causes quite painful. But other than that, it is a very fun ride and I would 100% recommend it. I would still go on it again even though both sides are bruised. But yeah, it's fantastic.